So what's up everyone? Welcome back to your channel Brighter Life Institute. I am Alicia. I would like today to explore with you which personality type is the best for an amazing and fulfilling and happy marriage with the INFJ. We have identified the ENFP and the ENTP are the best match for intimate relationship for the ENFJ. But let's see why by exploring and looking the cognitive function. So let us start by looking at the cognitive function of the ENFP, the companion. The cognitive function of the ENFP is, at the first level is NE, extroverted intuition. Second level is FI, introverted feeling. Third, TE, extroverted thinking. SI, internal sensing. Now, let's look at the cognitive function for the debater, the ENTP. The ENTP cognitive function are the NE, extroverted intuition, TI, introverted thinking, FE, extroverted feeling, SE, internal sensing. What is interesting when we look at the cognitive function of the ENFP and the ENTP is how similar, to not say the same function they have. There's only a difference of positioning. So ENFP has as the second function the FI, introverted feeling, but the ENTP has TI, introverted feeling, at the second position. At the third position, we have for ENTP the TE, extroverted thinking, and for the debater, we have FE, extroverted feeling, at the third position. So that is the the difference. And also another difference is how the ENFP is really missing this introverted thinking for the TI, and the ENTP are missing this TE, extroverted thinking, in their function. Both of these personality type have a dominant intuitive as extroverted intuition. They are assertive idea generators, capitalists. They bring out change and opportunity. They have so much in common that I can understand why some people get confused to know if they are in ENFP or ENTP. But here, let's explore the difference, because there is a difference between the two despite they look so similar. Let's start with the ENFP. ENFP value honor and integrity above justice and fairness. Something, by the way, that is important for the ENTP, but we come back to that when we'll be looking at the ENTP. When something is wrong in a society, ENFP believe that it is their duty to speak out and to do the right thing. They value authenticity and saying what they feel in their heart is the right things to say and to do in the world. ENFP don't care about what the system does or what is smart and what is tactically appropriate. They speak and express what they believe is their truth and what they believe is the right thing. ENFP will try to do the right things, either this can cost them and come at their personal expense. For ENFP, this is really important. It means something for them. ENFP demonstrate honor through authenticity. The primary way of showing honor and integrity is being your authentic self. ENFP believe that if everyone was true to themselves and their own heart, and so everybody make decision on what felt best for them, the world will be a better place. ENFP believe that everyone should have the ability to express themselves fully and to see this as some sort of art of self-expression as a tool to make the world a better place. ENFP believe that by honoring yourself, so meaning by being true to yourself and to your feeling, you're going to create the set of a good example for the world to follow. And that people are going to be good people for themselves and also for others. ENFP see authenticity as the primary mode of pursuing honor. They believe that your own unique way to honor and get morality and get the world to be and feel right. ENFP demonstrate the youngest full strength. They believe that the only way to get justice and fairness is to showing off strength. Honor is the most important thing to ENFP. But when honor is not enough, when justice is needed, it is done through extroverted thinking. ENFP pursue justice and fairness through showing of power, showing that I cannot be stepped on, I cannot be pushed, I cannot be controlled, I cannot be held back. You cannot mistreat me or treat me in a way that is unfair. You cannot ignore my rights and my needs. And you cannot do it because I'm too strong, I'm too independent, I'm too powerful. ENFP seek justice. They do so through the use of extroverted thinking, that this is the tool that is the armor to get justice. ENFP reason and logic is just a tool for them. It's just a method to demonstrate and back up what they already know is right. For ENFP, interpersonal harmony, communication, and connection with other people can only be reached through mutual authenticity and self-expression only. If everyone is able to express themselves fully and authentically with others, only if others around you are able to be themselves around others, only if you are able to pursue. But ENFP believe if there is judgment there, control is there, if the room is tight, when there are rules and norms constricting you, if people are afraid to express themselves, there is no chance of harmony, there is no chance for connection. You can compromise on that aspect. This is really the core value of ENFP. This is also in the core value in INFJ. It is an inborn value of morality and integrity that is in the INFJ personality. Now, let's look at the ENTP. ENTP view fairness and justice superior to honor and integrity. As an ENTP, they are not afraid to play dirty or to break the rules in order to get justice, in order to get what they believe is good and right. ENTP argue just as fairness is higher than anything else. ENTP cannot expect the system and the society around them to be fair and to be ruled by reasonable, demand. That everyone should have the freedom to express themselves. Everyone should have the chance to succeed. The society should not mistreat other people based on their ethnicity or gender or other basics. ENTP expect that everyone should have an equal chance to succeed in the world. School should be fair. Teachers should be fair. People around them should treat them fairly. They want and value fairness more than anything else. If an ENTP feel that you have mistreated them or you were unfair to them, the ENTP will see absolutely no reason to comply with the rules. As ENTP, they will question unfairness and they will challenge it by breaking the rules and knowing when to break the rules and knowing when it is in their advantage to play dirty. ENTP have absolutely no reason to break the rules or to not follow what is right when they see that they've been treated unfairly, when they see that the other person is not fair or the system is not fair. So in a way, they will return exactly in the level of fair treatment what they are getting. That's how the ENTP see it. ENTP can set aside their personal honor and integrity and can sometimes lie or at least give a white lie if they feel they have been manipulated or the situation is not right and it's not fair. The situation is not fair. ENTP doesn't like unfairness. ENTP can demonstrate what is reasonable to other people. They can demonstrate logic in wit to other people. They can just argue with other people, debate with other people just for the sake of debating. They're learning in their debate. They don't get really emotional in their debate. They can convince other people what is just and not right, or right. They believe that superior argument will win in them, that reason, intelligence, competence will withstand above privilege or any other form of statute or any other form of unfair or discriminatory system or belief. Prejudice has nothing against logic. Logic is always superior choice for ENTP. ENTP demonstrate honor primarily through communication and interpersonal harmony. They believe that honor can be shown by simply making mutual arrangement. You can demonstrate authenticity. ENTP have a high sense of honor and have a high sense of integrity. But you need first to be able to communicate with them clearly what is you want. People that usually struggle to communicate clearly what their boundaries and what their needs are the people that struggle in the relationship with ENTP or feel that the ENTP have been unfair. When you are with an ENTP, you have to hold them accountable. You have to say, this is what I need and this is what it is important to me. And this is what I expect from you in our relationship or in our communication. ENTP are good at holding to social responsibility and social agreement when clearly communicated and clearly expressed. Similarly, if an ENTP feel that you have demonstrated dishonor, you have not been fair, they will be very clear and very direct in communicating with you and saying, this is what I expected from you and this is what you did and do and this is what I need from you. ENTP are very passionate, very persuasive speaker. They are very good communicator and they see communication as how they can truly connect and truly reach honor in a good cause and morality. ENTP ethnic is purely consideration for them. It's purely a statistic for them to determine what is reasonable. In the end, even if you have a strong moral system as an ENTP, it is primarily used with ethnic as a metric, people personal feeling as a statistic to ENTP. ENTP play with the numbers of what is right and wrong. How many people will be negatively affected by this position compared to that position? How many people will have a better outcome from the cutting on that? Once again, this is shown in the ENTP sound of justice. ENTP take a big picture view on ethnicity and morality. For them, it is statistic and data. It is truly numbers crunching for ENTP. ENTP can value ethnical consideration in several important data points, but only to determine what will eventually make up the rules for what is fair and what is right. ENTP view power and strength is purely something that he hoped to reach through superior wit and competence and to peace. ENTP don't care about power and must physical and must raw material. And to the extent that they care about it and seek to reach it through wit and skills. ENTP believe that by being more skilled, by having more talents, by being more intelligent than other people, they can get whatever they want and whatever they need. They don't need to have a physical power or authority. They don't need to have respect from other people. They don't need to have money or any tools or practical concerns. They only need to have their own talent. And with talent that triumphs everything. As an ENTP, you can go in the world with 10 euro and you can transform it and make it 1 million because you got superior talent and ability. If you look at the ENTP, we see that this is people that are constantly learning new things. They are devoted and getting talent and getting competence. ENTP are constantly learning. They are constantly gaining new skills. They are constantly practicing and competing and pushing themselves for higher skilled level. ENTP care more about skills than accomplishment in practical and physical and material sense. How incredible that we notice that the ENFP and the NTP share the inborn values that are essential to the INFJ within them. They share the same value, the same needs, and also the same type of process of thinking and looking at things in the world. Those values and those thinking and expectation is really what drive this three personality to do what they need to do in the world. Those three personality type feel strongly that they have a mission in this world that they want to do and to bring in this society. So let's look at the function of the three of them, quote to quote. Now let's take a look at the three connective function of the ENFP, the INFJ, and the ENTP. What is absolutely incredible here and interesting is how we see that the ENFP and ENTP are so similar. But when we put the advocate, the INFJ, in the middle of those two to see the effect of the connection between the ENFP and the INFJ, we see there is balance in that connection. There is harmony, there is accord, because in every level of the connective function, they are really matching each other, making a very harmonious connection. And the advocate here is bringing stability and, like I said, this harmony and balance to the ENFP. The same effect in a different way, but not too different, is happening with the ENTP. The ENTP and the INFJ is really, for me, two pieces of one puzzle coming together, because where the ENTP is not so good, INFJ is matching it. There is a complementary strength here. This is really powerful. There is healing happening. There is a balance happening. There is an harmony happening. There is a support happening. INFJ and NTP share really strong common value as well. The same the ENFP. INFJ and ENTP share this love of discovery, self-improvement, self-development, and having a lifestyle that is absolutely unusual. It's a very satisfying relationship. And ENTP, that is, when we also look and what we see here, especially when we focus a bit on the weakness of both the ENTP and the ENFP, and when we look at the weakness of both of the personality type, the ENFP and the NTP, we see also some similarity in the weakness. Example, difficulty to focus, to organize, to deal with the day-to-day routine. Both don't like routine. Both are big procrastinator, poor time manager, and they both have a love for freedom. They don't like to be restricted, restrained. They like to really be free to explore what they need to do, especially be their own master of their time, what they want to focus on. They both don't like too much to be told what they need to focus on now, because they can be distracted easily, both of them. And in the middle of that, when we see the INFJ doesn't have those problems. The INFJ are very focused. They are very organized. So the INFJ balancing those two when they come in contact with them. The biggest weaknesses of the INFP is the people pleasing. They get stressed out a lot, and they get in difficulty to balance what they need to do for themselves and being pressured by others to do what other people expect. The same little pressure is shared by the ENTP, because the ENTP have a need for an audience, but the ENTP can pass this need of audience, of people pleasing, if they have their partner. Their romantic partner is one of the most important audience they need. And so if they have that, their need are quite complete. Both the ENFP and the ENTP suffer from what we call a bit defining loneliness. They're struggling with this feeling lonely. They struggle to if they don't have contact too much with the exterior. Well, I would say for the ENTP, the contact with the exterior doesn't have to be with people, but for the ENFP it is with people and the outside world. Both are struggling with loneliness, feeling lonely. This is something the INFJ doesn't have. INFJ do not feel drained out or feel sad, feel a problem with loneliness. INFJ get recharged when they are alone, and they need to be alone to recharge. That is the strength of INFJ. So the INFJ here between the ENFP and ENTP are playing a role of stabilizer for those two. INFJ is stabilizing those two. It's the missing pieces in those two personality. When INFJ is in a relationship with the ENFP or the ENTP, everything that is a problem for the ENTP become not a problem. It's actually become strengthened and reinforced. Confidence is raised up, support is raised up, healing is raised up. So, and connection to feeling, something that the ENTP struggle with, is to have a difficulty to relate to others and to self. This get fixed when the ENTP get in connection with the INFJ. So really, truly, the INFJ is a stabilizer, is the missing pieces for both of those personality, and that is absolutely incredible. So now that we have looked at the three connective function of the ENFP, the INFJ and the ENTP, like I say, strangely, the ENFP and the ENTP got similar characteristic in their function, their personality, their value, and also their weakness. Despite that, the debater don't suffer too much of people pleasing. They have a little tendency in it. They also struggle a bit with organization. They struggle to carry on with daily routine. They can be easily distracted, both of them, the ENFP and the ENTP, and both need to be free. They need freedom. They don't like to be restricted. They don't like the rules. And for the ENTP will do fun with the rules and what is being asked of them, if what is being asked from them and expected from them is clear and that the other is fair. ENTP will be your greater punisher if they care for you but you are not playing fair. They will slap you 10 times in a row with no remorse because they believe you provoked this, you deserve this, and you should be treated and get what you've been given to them back. That is the way of the ENTP. Now for the ENFP. ENFP really struggle to try to follow their path, their journey, their mission in the world that really matter for them. But the problem, they suffer of people pleasing. They suffer to try to accommodate others, to stress out how to do it good for others, and in the same time to do what they need to do for themselves. They are sensitive people. The ENTP is also sensitive. But the sensibility gets shadowed by the TI, by difficulty to relate to their feeling and the feeling of others. Their reaction to maybe depression and disappointment get delayed by the shadow they have, but they cannot cut from their feeling, and one day or another this catch up with them, and when it catch up with them hard. Both the ENFP and the ENTP are prone to depression and stress because of the way they are. But here is the bonus. Those two being involved with the INFJ, as INFJ clearly is the whole for them. It balances them. It harmonizes whatever is not working with this personality type. It strengthens them. It gives them confidence. It really fixes any weakness that they have. The ENTP and the INFJ is a puzzle that come together. It goes like this: bam, 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 bam. Where the INFJ is not so good, ENTP match at the same level. Their cognitive function match at the same level. For the ENFP, their cognitive function is also matching but balanced. There is harmony. What is great for the ENF, what is great for the ENTP is how being in contact, in a connection with the INFJ make them better. It clarifies more what they need to do, what is going on inside of them. It's harmonious. It brings healing. For the ENFP, being in contact with the INFJ give them confidence to be less people pleasing. Let's not forget, people are not born people pleaser. They were raised as a people pleaser, either to be parentified by their parents, ignored, neglected, and so on by their parents when they were child. So people pleasing is not something that one cannot fix. It's not the same deal for the ENTP, that if they have issue to relate to other people because they just so external. The ENFP and the ENTP have extroverted intuition. INFJ have introverted intuition. So this, my friend, this is a really good match between those three. But there is no way to have three. Those two, ENFP and ENTP, can be quite possessive. So there is no an INFJ, the INFJ that is going to be running around and helping around another. This is my girl, my wife, and not anybody else, girls or wife. Let's just be clear about that. So to conclude this video, who is the best match for the INFJ? Personally, for me, I will have a bit of struggle to deal with the ENFP because of the people-pleasing tendency. INFJ are not people-pleaser. They are people that can go against the system, against anything, and follow their path without needing anyone. This is something that ENFP and NTP may be a little struggle with because they have a little struggle with being alone. ENTP is an alone wolf that need companionship. This is the person that wants to do things, go there, do this, try this, but expect that their partner, their girlfriend, their wife, go with them. If they want to go in the middle of a forest and there is nothing, they expect their wife to come with them and to have this experience with them. That companionship for the ENTP is essential. This is their strength. For the ENFP, they also need that companionship because they need somebody that help them to be more confident, help them to be less a people pleaser. So for me, I will have a little struggle with the ENFP because you constantly need to boost them up. But so a bit the ENTP, because the ENTP, they don't need to be boosted up. They just need to tell you what they are doing because in their mind, they are doing things and they're doing things not alone. You are with them. If they go there, they're going to tell you they're going to do this, they're going to do that. And in their mind, you are with them. You are supporting them. You are by their side. So they don't feel lonely. When an ENTP feel lonely in a relationship and they have a girlfriend and wife, there is going to be problem. What they want is to feel that their partner are with them. This companionship is absolutely essential. So for me personally, I see a great improvement, a great potential of a great relationship with the ENTP for INFJ, because the ENFP, it's great. This is an harmonious and a balanced and satisfying relationship because they understand each other, they match each other in every level, but they match each other in every level in the same level. As the ENTP, they match each other, they complement each other, not in the same level, where the ENTP have the TE, where the ENTP have weakness, the INFJ has the strength. So it's not the same thing. Of course, there is a bit of similar things going on with the ENFP, but INFJ, that is a very caring personality, and also very focused on that. And INFJ absorb the energy of others and also connect deeply with the feeling of others. Be with ENFP can be after some time become a burden if the ENFP do not fix quickly the issue of people pleasing, of getting stressed, of worrying, of ENFP have this tendency to really need the feedback and approval of other people, something the INFJ are not looking to have. They absolutely don't care if other people or nobody support them. It's a bit the same for ENTP in a way, in a certain level, because ENTP also is seeking to have an audience. They need an audience, but the most important audience for ENTP is their partner. If the rest of the world do not agree with them, but their partner is by their side, they would not care to have an audience or not, because they know if I don't have an audience here, I will have it here, 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 here. But the most important person in the ENTP life is their partner. You can notice when an ENTP is not happy and doing many bad things is when their relationship is not working. Their relationship with their wife or their girlfriend, there is a problem. ENTP go to the dark side. They forgot that they are a being of integrity, a being that see fairness to be above all, a superior quality that it is in them and that is important for them to pursue, to have in their life. ENTP will lose track of this because when they get heartbroken, when their partner is the wrong one, when they don't have that partnership, they derail. They may not feel derailing because they continue trying another thing, discovering other things, and learning other things. But if their heart is not being completed by this companionship, they also, from time to time or too often, go to the dark side. Going to dark side for ENTP has to still stay in a road of fairness. ENTP, like I say, will be your bigger punisher when they feel you have mistreated them, you have not played fair. They will give you exactly, fairly what you deserve. So, again, who is the best match for INFJ? For me, I think is the ENTP. But let's not write off the ENFP. If they can fix the issue of people pleasing and stress, something that get automatically fixed with the connection with the INFJ. INFJ here between the ENFP and the ENTP is a balancer, is an harmonizer, is a fixer, is the connector to fix and to stabilize. They are stabilizer for both of this personality type. It's absolutely amazing. INFJ in the life of ENFP and ENTP make their life and their personality and their goal and everything better. Yes, they are doing the job, but with these other things that can hold them back, like not to be organized, not connecting with feeling, getting not the support they need. They may get there, but they may get to certain points slower when they need to get to many points faster. With the INFJ, the ENTP and the ENFP is fixing this problem. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. and I see you on the next video. Bye!
Juntita a mí, tanto amor tengo para ti, como el universo siempre se ha